Namaste and welcome. Welcome to today's trauma sensitive yoga session where we will do little breath exploration, combine that with movement, and then we'll finish with a guided meditation, borrowing elements from our practice of last week's. We'll do most movements 3 to 6 times. But as always, if you like less, I invite you to do less, honoring your body, how it feels. And if it's asked you to take a break, I invite you to take a break at any time. We begin by simply turning in to the breath. According to yoga, the breath is what connects the body to the mind. When we work with the breath, we help regulate both sides. Because sometimes we get a thought and then the mind gets all tense, like it's ready to fight. But calming the breath down in the middle, it doesn't need to go to the body and vice versa. Sometimes we work the body, and that's what we do in yoga. And we feel the heart rate going up. We feel it starting to get a little hot. But then using the breath to downregulate, and everything stays calm in the mind. One of the breath practices that I really like is the pursed breath, where you breathe in through the nose and then out through pursed lips. This breath is really effective for anxiety and or panic attacks. As you breathe in and then out, let's do about 3 repetitions. This breath helps us empty the lungs out a little bit more efficiently, and so that we can invite in a belly breath again. If you are sitting on the floor here with me, I invite you to switch the cross off your feet. Now, this beginning part of the practice can also be done seated in a chair, if that is more comfortable for your hips. We will combine breath and movement. So we'll take the arms down alongside, and then inhale, draw the arms up, and exhale, arms goes back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling, floating the arms up, and exhaling down. Now make this easy. How high the arms go is how high they go. There's no right or wrong way. There's your way. And yoga says, let that way be comfortable. We are allowed and encouraged to explore. Now inhale, we'll take the arms up again and we'll add a little side bend. Taking the right hand down and side bending to the right, inhaling up. And we'll go to the other side. And side bending. Let's do it 2 more times to each side. Hands down, exhaling. Inhaling up. Going down to the left. Inhaling up. 1 more time. Opening the side body, the gills, helps us breathe a little better, a little easier maybe. Take the arms up and hands down. Pausing. Let's do 3 more pursed breaths here. Breathing in. And 1 more time. Now we'll add the twist. I'll take my arms down again. Inhale, extending upward. And exhale, twisting to the right. Inhaling up. Exhale to the left. 2 more times, each side. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. If you would like to use the purse breath here as well, by all means. And maybe I snuck in an extra one there. Hands down. Let's take the legs out in front. Give them a little shake. And we'll take the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. And not like I first thought when I first started practice that it was bound ankle pose. So now the connection, it creates an energy connection in our bodies. And we'll start with just a little wiggle about, butterfly-ish. And then allow the heart to lift up and we'll round the back. Inhale, lifting up through the front spine. And exhale, rounding back. Lifting and rounding back again. And then staying with the lifted heart for 3 breaths. And again, if you like the purse breath, I invite you to include it. And take the hands to the knees, bring the legs back together, and take them back out. Shake again. Let's come all the way onto the back body. And as you lie down, I can never remember, is it lay or lie? So this week, I say lie. Next week, I may say lay again. I have a pillow blanket nearby, and if you find that your chin is jutting upward and really jamming the back of your neck, placing a blanket behind the head, this may feel a little bit more relaxed. Letting the arms draw down alongside the body, and we'll bend up the knees. In this position, it's often easier to let the low back relax. So breathing in, and you might like to take one hand onto your lower abdomen, inviting the belly to expand. And as you exhale, it relaxes down towards the spine. Inhale, belly expands. And exhale, allow it to relax down towards the spine. And we'll do one more. Then we'll invite movement of the spine as you inhale next, arching the low back. So the low back is now lifting away. And exhale, spine moves towards the floor. And we draw the belly in and up. And inhale, arch again. Exhale, flatten. Pull the belly button in and up. Let's do that one more time. And flattening. And then we'll release. Pausing. We'll take 3 breaths here too, and you can take 3 belly breaths. You may like to, again, use the purse breath to allow the breath maybe to relax a little bit more. And one more. We'll repeat the arcs and flatten, but now we'll add the arms as helpers. So as you inhale, arch the low back. Exhale, flattening the arms, move overhead. Inhaling, we arch again. Arms are down. Then exhale, drawing the arms up overhead. One more time. Drawing the arms all the way up, flattening, and let the arms come down. And we'll take the legs out long. Now we'll let the arms relax to the side. If this bothers your low back, you may like to keep the knees bent. That is perfectly fine. And we'll visit with the sequence we did several sessions ago. I call this Baxter because it was taught to me by Baxter Bell, a yoga teacher. And it is a great sequence to allow a little bit more relaxation in the low back, around the hips, and the spine. It goes like this. Taking a breath in, and then on the out breath, hug the right knee into the chest. Maybe lift the chin to the chest. And we'll inhale, we'll take the knee to the side, supporting it with the hand. Exhaling, I'm going to take the knee across and twist, rolling all the way over onto my left hip. I come back to center, clasp the hands behind the thigh, and press up through the heel. The knee may or may not straighten all the way. No worries. We'll hug the knee in again and release back out. Let's take a breath in and out. And we'll take another breath in for nothing. And on the out breath, let's hug the left knee in, chin to chest, maybe. Left knee goes to the left. And then we invite the leg across and twist. I return back to center. Clasp the hands behind and press up through the heel. I hug the knee back in. And inhale. Relax everything back out again. Breathing in and out. And again. The first in breath, we get to relax. And then on the out breath, we're ready to go. Hugging the knee in. Take the knee to the side. Invite it across for the twist. I come back to center. Take the foot to the sky. And hug the knee in. And release. Breath in and out. Everything relaxes. And sometimes that may require more than one breath. It's okay. This is your practice. We'll repeat again on the left side. Breath in for nothing. And exhale. Hug the knee in. Take it to the side. Cross. Back to center. Heel to the sky. Hugging back in again. And back home, where I started. Buffer breath. We'll do it one more time. I invite you to either follow my cues or go at your own pace. Hugging the knee in. And let it draw to the side. Across. Back to center. heel to the sky, and chin to chest. Back home again. And on the next out breath, inviting the left knee in, goes to the side. I take it across, back to center, pressing up through the heel, and knee to chest, and back home again. Letting everything pause and relax, taking 3 breaths again, whether normal breath in and out, or again the purse breath, practicing that breath. Last one. We'll bend up the knees. And for bridge pose, I recommend that we don't have anything under the head, allowing the back of the neck to lengthen out. I'm placing my feet about hip width apart and taking the arms down alongside my body. As you inhale, lifting the hips, and exhale, lowering down. Lifting as high as is comfortable for you, inhaling up, exhaling down. Again, inhaling up. This is our third one. And lowering down. So these are all dynamic movement. The body loves to move. And that may be how you prefer to practice. When we do static poses, when we hold it, everything has to work a little bit harder. So I invite you to join me lifting up into bridge again. And this time I invite you to hold it for 1, 2, maybe 3 breaths. Come down when you want to. On the next inhalation, lifting the hips. So now holding while I breathe in and out. Maybe 1 breath. Maybe 2 breaths. You may start to shake a little bit. That's okay. And remember, you can come out of the pose anytime you want to. And let's slowly release down. Everything relaxes. Breathing in and out. In and out. So all of these practices here, you can do them either all together or you can break them out into chunks. The ones you really like, you can practice more or longer. And the ones you don't like, you may just put on the weight shelf for now. It's all right. They complement each other, but each sequence is also very beneficial on their own. Now we're going to do bridge one more time. Excuse me. I've got hair in my mouth. When you're ready, on the inhalation, lifting up. Notice the breath as you breathe in and out. Does it still feel free and open? Can you do purse breath here? Absolutely. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more breath, if you are still up with me. And then slowly lower down. Letting the back body relax. In and out. Belly breath. And then let's draw the right knee into the chest. And the left knee into the chest. And rocking from side to side. You may also like to do some knee circles. One direction and then switching to the other direction. And then from here, either keep your knees hugging in. You may like to explore happy baby a little bit. So now we take the feet towards the sky and either holding on to the ankles, maybe the hands behind the knees of the forearms, not the hands, and maybe the hands on the instep or outer foot. So there are many, many variations. You may also say, I don't like this pose at all, in which case, we just hug the knees back in again. And you can go between hugging in to taking out. Hugging in and taking out. What feels best for you is the right place for you today. Sometimes we learn with our eyes first, and then the body will join in later. We're going to take the knees back together and the feet to the floor. Let's roll over onto one side, and then we're going to come up and into tabletop. Tabletop is exactly what it sounds like. You look like a table. So the hands are under the shoulders, maybe slightly out in front if that feels better on your wrists. And then as you exhale, let's round. And inhale, arch. Exhale, rounding, draw the belly button up towards the spine. And inhale, contract the muscles on the back body. Do that one more time. Rounding. And arching. And in the arch, drawing the hips back towards the heels. I call this puppy pose because it looks a lot like the dog pose, but it's much smaller. Now here, inhaling back up to tabletop. And exhale back to puppy. Inhaling up. And exhaling back down. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. 2 more times. Inhaling up. And exhaling back. Last one. Inhaling up. And all the way back. Now, I invite you to let the tops of the feet come to the floor. And maybe the seat comes down a little bit closer to the mat. The forehead can rest on the back of the forearms. And we invite the abdomen to soften down between the thighs. So you can maybe, if it's not coming further back, then you just come a little bit further forward. Trusting your body to take care of you. It's okay. Let's do one more breath. And then from here, you take the hands under the shoulders again. So you may have practiced yoga before, and you may know downward facing dog. So that's a big dog instead of the puppy. And you may like to practice puppy again from downward facing dog, tucking the toes under And then lift the hips. And exhale, we'll take the knees back down into our cow pose. Inhaling, back up again. And exhaling, coming down. The alternative is the cat and cow we just did, rounding the back, arching. So you can play with this, lifting up, lowering down, lifting up, and lowering down. And let's wag the tail here. Side to side. And then from here, we're going to find our way onto our back again. As you come to rest on your back, these are always my favorite yoga poses. The one I'm on my back. Let's take the arms out to the side for windshield wiper pose. So with the feet now about mat width, so slightly wider than your hips. We're going to release the knees down to the right and let the head roll to the left. Inhaling out. And other side. Making it easy, going back and forth. Gentle brush strokes with the knees, the head rolling, effortless-ish from side to side. Side to side. If it feels safe, I invite you to close your eyes. As you move from side to side. And as you come up to center, walk the feet in, taking the arms down and hug the knees in again. Take the legs to the sky, arms to the sky, and we'll shake it up. I love this pose. And we'll hug the knees in once more. Rocking from side to side, allowing the low back to lengthen out. And then I invite you again to explore happy baby. So maybe to let the knees fall a little bit apart and take one leg up, maybe the other. Again, maybe rock from side to side. And if it feels better for you to have the feet down or knees together, then that is the right pose for you today. We can cycle it a little bit. Movement, using, engaging muscles and then releasing. That can help get some of that tension we don't even know is in our bodies to release. And this is now our last stop before Shavasana. So here I invite you, with the knees bent, draw them together. And then hugging into a tight ball. Maybe lift the chin so everything is hugging in. And now we'll relax out. You may want to place your blanket back under your head, your pillow. If your low back is chatty today, placing your legs on a chair seat so that they are elevated might also be just your happy place to be. Knees can also stay bent, resting towards one another. And of course, as is often shown, let the legs go out long and allow your arms to relax out to the side. I invite you to take your thumbs inside, you can't see my hand, thumbs inside the palms, and then close the fingers around the thumbs. This is Adi Mudra. Adi means first. Mudra means gesture. This gesture can help us relax the tension that we sometimes harbor around the lungs, around the heart, inviting the breath to be a little bit more free. And then we'll repeat from last weekend the guided breathing meditation. It simply goes like this. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. And then silently continue to whisper to yourself, breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out, in, out. And then breathing in, I notice my breath has grown deeper. Breathing out, I notice my breath is slower. Breathing in, my breath is growing deeper. Breathing out, my breath is becoming slower. Deeper and slower. Deeper and slower. Silently, gently whispering to yourself, helping the mind stay on the breath. Breathing in, I care for my body. And breathing out, I relax my body. Breathing in, I care for my body. Breathing out, I relax my body. Care for body, relaxing body. Caring for body, relaxing body. And then the last one, breathing in, I smile to my body. Breathing out, I release my body. Breathing in, I smile to my body. And breathing out, I ease my body. Smiling to body, easing body. And on the next in-breath, I invite you to just gently relax your arms, your hands, wiggling fingers and toes. And we'll bend up the knees if your legs are straight. invite you to take your palms together and just gently rub them together. And then we'll place our hands on our face and we'll gently wash our face from the forehead down across the cheeks, across the jaw. You're just waking up and saying hello. And then we'll gently roll over onto one side. Pausing, moving at a tempo where the body can stay connected with the mind and mind with the body. Using your arms and hands to press up into a comfortable seated position. And then today we'll close the practice with 3 ohms. Om is the most powerful of all our mantras. Om represents the sound of everything that ever was, is, and will be. And today I invite you to chant 3 ohms with me. The first Om we will send to our ancestors, those shoulders that we stand on. The second Om will be for us, living in this present moment. And then the third Om will be for the descendants of us, of everybody, because there is no separation. Since I am part of everybody who came before me, I am also part of everybody who's coming after me. We belong to each other. Let's draw a deep breath in. Exhaling, bowing your head towards your heart space, where your precious light resides. That light that chose to come into this body, this lifetime, because it had a purpose. May you remember this purpose. I'll draw the gaze up. Thank you for allowing me to share this yoga practice with you today. Namaste.